The next lesson on the basics of sociology is secondary socialization. In the previous lesson, we looked at primary socialization, learning the culture, mostly from your family, in the first few years of your life. Now it's secondary. Recall the meaning of this crucial concept. Peer group, role model, sanction, curriculum, sanction, mass media, subculture, religion, workplace. So, quick quiz on primary socialization. Read the questions. If you don't know the answer, look at the previous video before you move on. So, what is secondary socialization? Well, again, socialization means learning the culture. Secondary are all those things that happen to teach, all those agents, all those institutions, all those things that teach you culture that is not within your family. That is secondary socialization. It happens after primary. So primary happens the first few years of your life. Secondary is the rest. And here are the 5 agents. Your peers means your friends, religion, mass media, school, workplace. These 5 agents of secondary socialization, they all happen after primary. The primary, first few years, your family, language, that sort of thing. Secondary, from the age of about 2, 3, 4, 5 onwards. So, peer group. For many young people, the most important agent of secondary socialization. You hang out with your friends. At a certain age, what they think matters more to you than what your parents think. Yeah? You copy your peer group, you learn how to behave outside your family from your peer group, your friends. Some people in your peer group are a role model. You admire somebody, you wish to be like them, so you copy them. Pressure. Your peer group may pressurize you into doing certain things. In order to stay part of the peer group, you do those things, which can lead to the idea of informal sanction. Sanctions are punishment. If you break the rules of your peer group, you may be chucked out of your peer group. Your friends won't like you anymore. To avoid that, you'll do what they want. It's called an informal sanction. Education. You spend a lot of time in school when you're young, and it's teaching you a lot about the culture. I'm not talking here about the lessons, maths, English. I'm talking about how you learn how to behave outside your family, about the way you dress, being on time for things, doing what you're told. It's all getting you ready to be a worker as an adult. And there's lots of sanctions in school. You're told off. And there's praise. You get used to the idea of people outside your family telling you what to do, getting you in trouble, and praising you. Both these things can help to control you. It's all about social control. The mass media. We learn a lot about how to behave from the mass media. We watch it, we copy it. Socialization is all about copying. The example we're going to use in class is Teletubbies. Lots of kids watch Teletubbies when they're young. It teaches them certain things to behave. Hugging. How many times per Teletubbies episode do they hug? Lots. It's teaching you that hugging, that sort of action, is completely normal. Our word, norm, normal. Religion. Religion teaches you a great deal about how to behave. Put simply, regardless of what religion you're a member of or none, if you're a religion, it tells you how to live your life, what's right, what's wrong, and gives you rewards and punishments for doing it. If you're not Christian and you behave the way a Christian's meant to, you're going to go to heaven. If you don't, you're going to go to hell. Yeah, sanctions. And the workplace. Socialization doesn't stop when you're 15, 16. It carries on your entire life. You go to work and you learn from work how to behave in certain ways. You may change your behavior, change the way you dress, change the way you fit in. You learn to do what your boss says. You are socialized via your workplace.